Can you guess what we're talking about today? It's currently -1 here in Toronto, or around 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And on days like today, especially once you factor in the wind, a wool coat just simply won't do. This is why if you live someplace cold, like up here in the Great White North, a parka is a necessity in every man's closet. But it can be difficult to find the right one that also maintains an elegant look while bearing the elements. That's what I'm going to dive into today. I'll cover what a parka is and when you actually need one, the different types and styles to consider based on your life. I'll add in a few buying options, and I'll cover some mistakes to avoid. Gents, this is your complete cold weather guide to parkas. Before we start, I'm Nick, and welcome to my channel where I discuss gents style and lifestyle. I make videos on a wide variety of topics on how to dress well and how to live well. So if that interests you, then click subscribe. To start off, let's talk about what a parka is and isn't, and when you actually need one. There are three main types of winter coats that you'll see most often this time of year. The first is the wool coat. This one is the best choice when you want a refined look, but it's not ideal for wind, snow, or for very cold days. Then there's the puffer. I see these all the time around the city, and I actually have one myself from Aritzia, although I don't wear it as often as I used to just because my style has evolved. Puffers are more casual, they're more street style. They are warm, but they are not good at blocking the wind because they only come down to your waist. And this is where the parka comes in. It's what you wear when it's snowing or on those extra cold days. It's longer and more insulated to give you maximum warmth and protection against the elements. Traditionally, parkas were built for harsh conditions, but modern versions range from rugged expedition coats to clean, city-ready styles that look sharp. So when do you actually need one? If you live somewhere with real winter weather, spend more than 15 to 20 minutes outside at a time, or deal with wind and a lot of snow, then invest in a good parka. If you're in need of buying a parka, but you're not really sure what to look for or what to keep in mind, that's okay. It can be very complicated. What I've done here for you is I've put together a checklist of things to keep in mind, and I'll walk you through it. First, let's go over silhouette and fit. You want a parka that hits around mid-thigh. That way you're nice and protected from the wind. Too short and you lose the whole point of a parka. It should fit you in a structured way, but not sloppy. Remember, you want to be able to fit thick sweaters underneath, so you may need to size up. Pay attention to the shoulders. You don't want to have the seams drooping too much and looking oversized. Next, we have warmth and weather protection. For insulation, down gives you the best warmth to weight, which is why premium parkas use it. But if your winters are wet and slushy, synthetic insulation can be safer because it handles moisture better. Keep an eye out for the temperature rating too if the coat provides it. It'll help you choose the best one for your climate. Lastly, we have the details. Look for a coat with a high collar, a protective hood. This will come in handy for the wind and the snow. Tight cuffs to block drafts. Solid zippers, ideally ones that undo both ways. That way it makes sitting down easier. And deep pockets for your hands. In terms of the style, stick to matte fabrics and classic colors like black, navy, gray. That way you can pair it with anything. And that's how you buy a parka that will look sharp for years, not just one season. Now that you know what to look for, it's time to choose a parka that's right for you. I'm going to give you 5 different use cases so that you can match a parka to your lifestyle. All products will be linked in the description below. First, we have the elegant city parka. This is the parka for the man who wants to look sharp and stay warm in the winter without looking like he's going to climb a mountain. We're looking for something here that's warm, but also refined with elegant details. A good example is this navy Arctic parka from Woolrich. It's very clean and minimal. I love the buttons on the front. They add to its elegant look. It's filled with duck down and has both hand warmer pockets and patch pockets. And it's made for -10 to -20 Celsius weather, so it's meant for the serious cold. This one is great to wear around the city, to work, to dates, and to run errands. Other brands you can consider here are Nobis and Macaj, and for lighter, more European coats, Reese, Especi, APC, and NN07. Next, we have the wet weather commuter parka. If your winter is full of rain, slush, and wind, then this is your parka. It's for men who walk a lot and commute daily, and they need something that looks put together, but can also stand up in wet weather. Your priority here is the outer shell. You want a fabric that's weather resistant, ideally waterproof, so you're not soaked by the time you reach your destination. Here's an example from Arc'teryx. This is their down parka in the forage color. This one is specifically made for wet weather, and it's both waterproof and windproof. It's made from lightweight goose down, and I love the minimalist look. You can also try Patagonia, North Face, and Helly Hansen for some great options. I actually have an old Helly Hansen parka that I used to wear to school, and it always worked well for me. Number 3 is the deep winter parka. This is the parka for real winter. I mean, when you have to go outside and survive in -20, -30 degree weather. With this one, we're looking for maximum warmth, and a great option is this shearling trim parka from Moose Knuckles. I have a few friends that have parkas from Moose Knuckles, and they absolutely love them. This one is made for Canada cold, and it's rated down to -30. I love the look of this one too, especially the shearling lining. They really didn't sacrifice any style when making this parka. I truly believe Canadians make the best parkas. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but we do know how to survive the cold weather. Some other great Canadian brands to check out are Nobis, Quartzco, and of course, Canada Goose. I had to mention them at some point. I actually have Canada Goose's Langford parka. I've had it for almost 10 years now, and it's amazing. It still looks brand new. I used to live in Ottawa where it would go down to -20, and I could literally go outside and wear a t-shirt underneath and still be warm. The company is going through a bit of a rough time at the moment. They stopped using real fur, which is unfortunate, and I don't know what they're doing strategy-wise, but they still make some decent coats. Number 4, I'm calling the only coat, and this is your 3-in-1 or multiple versions in one parka. If you're the type who hates owning 3 different coats, then the 3-in-1 parka is your best friend. This is for the man who wants one coat that adapts to everything. The main thing to watch here is bulk. Some 3-in-1 parkas can be quite boxy, so focus on cleaner designs with minimal pockets and a matte finish. The Patagonia 3-in-1 is an easy example to explain because it's built for bad weather while still looking fairly streamlined for city wear. Like it says, it's a 3-in-1, so you can wear it as a waterproof and breathable shell, an insulated jacket, or an insulated parka. Also, it's just pretty hard to beat Patagonia's solid repair warranty. And finally, for those that are more budget conscious, number 5 is the value parka. This is the option for those that are looking for something more affordable, but still protective in the cold weather. In this category, Helly Hansen has some great options like this parka. Like I said earlier, I have a Helly Hansen parka from when I was in school, and it always kept me warm. Columbia, North Face, Uniqlo, and Eddie Bauer also have some parkas for $500 or less, so you don't really need to spend a crazy amount of money on one. You can find some great budget options, or they always have sales going on, so keep an eye out. Let's cover some of the most common parka mistakes. Mistake number 1, buying a parka that's too short. Mid-thigh coverage is what keeps you actually protected when the wind picks up. Mistake number 2 is going too shiny or too technical. High gloss fabrics or loud contrast zippers can look cheap, and they're harder to dress up. If you want an elegant parka, aim for matte finishes and clean hardware. Mistake number 3 is choosing the wrong fit. Too tight and you can't layer, too big and you'll look like a marshmallow. Find one that fits well, but you can still layer thick sweaters underneath. Mistake number 4 is ignoring the neck and hood. A weak collar or a flimsy hood is how you end up freezing even in an expensive coat. It needs to seal properly around your neck and face to protect you from the wind. Mistake number 5 is paying for a logo, not performance. Branding doesn't equal warmth. Make sure you're buying for actual weather protection and looking for a coat that's good value. To make a parka last, you need to treat it like a long-term investment. Hang it on a sturdy hanger so the shoulders keep their shape, and don't leave it crushed in a pile. Wipe any salt and slush stains early with a damp cloth because once they set, the coat starts to look worn. If it's down, follow the care label and wash it properly when needed, and then dry it fully to restore loft. Lastly, fix any zips and snaps early to stay protected. Gents, there's your parka guide to ensure that you buy the right one for your lifestyle and climate. The good thing with parkas is that they can be worn with everything because they're mainly a functional piece. I hope this video was helpful. Give it a like if it was, and follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be posting there a lot more in the weeks ahead. Let me know in the comments below where your parka is from, and thanks for watching.